Hello everyone. Welcome to your online class of physics of class 6. I hope you all will be fine. Students, in my previous video I was explaining you lesson number 1 for your revision. Now today in this video I will explain you the remaining part of that lesson. Okay, so let's begin our class. So today we will discuss properties of solids. What are the properties of solids? So the first property of solid is a solid has a definite shape and size. Okay, means suppose this is a box, as it is a solid, so its shape and size are fixed. Now a solid cannot be compressed, means you cannot compress a solid, means you cannot compress a box as it is a solid, because you know that the molecules of in a solid are closely packed, so there is no space between the molecules, and therefore you cannot compress a solid, means a solid cannot be compressed. Now third one is a solid cannot flow, as there is a strong intermolecular force of attraction between the particles of a solid, therefore a solid cannot flow. Fourth, a solid is highly dense. Okay, means the density of solid is more. Fifth, a solid has its constituent molecules very closely packed. In solids, the molecules are closely packed. Now, sixth one is a solid exerts pressure due to its weight only on its base. Means a solid exerts pressure due to its weight, and you know that weight always acts in the downward direction. Seventh one, a solid has a strong intermolecular force of attraction, means the intermolecular force of attraction in solids are more. The intermolecular force of attraction between the molecules of a solid is very strong. Eighth, a solid has a low thermal expansion, that is, it expands a little on heating, means if we heat a solid, there is very low thermal expansion. Thermal expansion means expansion due to heat. Ninth one is, in a solid, the molecules are not from their position. They simply vibrate either of their on either side of their mean position, means the molecules of a solid does not move from its position because of the strong intermolecular force of attraction between them. They are closely packed and they are not free to move. They only vibrate on their mean position. A solid can have any number of free surface, means suppose this is a box, so it has all the these four surfaces are free. Next one is a solid is highly rigid but can be stretched into wires or beaten into sheets. A solid is highly rigid but can be stretched into wires and or beaten into sheets. You have seen the aluminium wires or iron sheets. So these iron sheets and aluminium wires are solids, but means we can draw these sheets and wires from of a solid. Now next one is a solid does not easily diffuse into other solids, means you cannot diffuse two solids to with each other, means they cannot mix with each other. Okay, now the above mentioned properties of solids can be explained by the molecular model of a solid state. So these properties will be more clear with the help of this molecular model of solid state. There is a strong force of attraction between the molecules of a solid, means there is a very strong intermolecular force of attraction between the molecules of a solid. Second one is the molecules in a solid are closely packed, that is, intermolecular space is negligible. Therefore, solids cannot be compressed much. Means the intermolecular force is very strong in case of solid. Therefore, these molecules attract each other with a strong intermolecular force of attraction. Therefore, there is no space, or we can say negligible space between the molecules of the solid. Okay, the molecules in a solid are closely packed, that is, the intermolecular space is negligible. Therefore, solids cannot be compressed, means there is no space between the molecules, so it cannot be compressed. Now, the molecules are arranged in a definite manner, therefore they have a definite shape. And these molecules are arranged in a particular manner, in a definite manner, and therefore they have definite shape. Third property, the molecules vibrate on either side of their mean positions but do not leave their position. Therefore, solids have a definite size. Means these molecules have no space on their either side to move. Therefore, they only vibrate on their mean position, and that's why solids have definite size. Fourth one, the molecules of a solid are arranged in a definite manner. They are packed tightly, so they gradually have a high density. As molecules are arranged in a definite manner and they are packed tightly, they are so closely packed, so tightly packed, and therefore solids have high density. Okay, the solids are rigid. They have a definite size and definite shape. A rubber band changes its shape when a force is applied to it, but it returns to its original shape when the force is removed. Thus, rubber is elastic but treated as a solid. Okay. Now, properties of liquids. Liquids have a definite volume but no definite shape because they acquire the shape of the container in which they are kept. The first property of liquid is that liquids do not have they have definite volume but no definite shape. They acquire the shape of the container in which it is kept. Suppose water is kept first in the beaker and then in a tub. So this water will acquire the shape first of the beaker and then of a tub or a flask. We can, okay, so it acquires the shape of the container in which it is kept. Second, liquids are almost incompressible. Okay, it can be compressed more than solid, but they are incompressible. Third, liquids can flow. Fourth, liquids are viscous, that is, each liquid opposes a relative motion between its different layers, means the different layers of a liquid oppose each other. Hence, each liquid opposes the motion of an object on it. Okay. Now, fifth one is liquids have a tendency to occupy minimum surface area, that is, they have surface tension. And due to the property of surface tension, a liquid has a tendency to form a spherical drop. You all have seen that when you drop water, then it takes this type of shape. So it is because of the this property of surface tension of a liquid. Sixth, liquids have only one free surface. Means suppose this liquid water is kept in a beaker, so therefore it has only this surface free. Okay. Seventh one is a liquid can easily diffuse into other liquid. Means you can mix two liquids easily. Liquids are less rigid. Okay. Then ninth, the molecules in a liquid are less closely packed. 10th, the intermolecular force of attraction is weak in liquid than in a solid. 11th, liquids have high thermal expansion, that is, liquid expand more on heating than solid. Means when you heat a liquid, it expands more than a solid. The molecules of a liquid are free to move within the boundary of a liquid. Means as the intermolecular force of attraction between the molecules of a liquid is less, therefore the molecules of a liquid are free to move within the boundary of a liquid. Okay. Next, a liquid exert pressure in all direction. The molecules of a liquid exert pressure in all the direction. Okay. So these properties can be explained by this molecular model of liquid. First one is the attractive force between the molecules of a liquid is not as strong as it is in solid, so they are closely packed and are not fixed. As the attractive force, that is the force of attraction between the molecules of a solid of a liquid, is not strong as in case of a solid, therefore the molecules are loosely packed and they are not fixed. The molecules can move over one another within the boundary of a liquid, and liquid has a definite volume but no definite shape. Okay, it takes the shape of the container in which it is kept. Next one is the intermolecular space in a liquid is greater than in a solid, so they generally have low density as compared to solid, that is they are more compressible, okay, because there is space between the molecules of a liquid. Third one is the motion of molecules in a liquid is irregular and random within the boundary of the liquid. The motion of molecules in a liquid is irregular, means the molecules move in any direction, that is the motion is random motion within the boundary of a liquid. Okay, thus we can say that liquids do not have a definite shape but have a definite volume and can flow from higher to a lower level. They show the property of viscosity and surface tension because of the cohesive forces. Okay. Now next one is properties of gases. First property is a gas has neither a definite shape nor a definite volume. It acquires the shape and volume of the container. Means suppose gas is kept in a uh, container, so it takes the shape of this container and also the volume of this container. Okay. Now next one is gases are highly compressible. These gases are highly compressible. This can be compressed. Now third one is gases can flow. They are also viscous but less viscous than liquids. Fourth, gases are not rigid. Next, a gas diffuse into other gases very easily, very fast. And sixth one is a gas has no free surface, means it has no free surface, it is always kept in a closed container, therefore it has no free surface. In a gas, the molecules are least densely packed and the molecules are least closely packed, means the molecules are far from each other. Now in a gas there is no force of attraction among the molecules, means there is very less intermolecular force of attraction between the molecules of a gas. Okay. Now next one is the thermal expansion of gases is very large. Okay, means on heating gases expands very large. 10th, in a gas, the molecules are free to move in a random manner in zigzag path everywhere. As there is no intermolecular force of attraction between the molecules of a gas, therefore they are free to move in a zigzag path anywhere. 11th, gases do not show the property of surface tension because they do not have free surfaces. Next, a gas exerts pressure on the wall of the container from all direction due to change in momentum on collision of its molecule with the walls. Means the gas exerts pressure on the walls of its container, means in which it is capped. It exerts pressure on the walls of the container in which it is capped in all the direction due to the change in momentum on collision, means these molecules collide with each other and their momentum changes and therefore they applies the force, the pressure in all the direction of the container on the container. Now the above properties of gases can be explained by the molecular model of gases. So first one is the molecules of a gas lie much farther apart than they lie in a liquid or a solid, means the molecules lie much farther apart. There is space between the molecules of a gas, thus the density of gases is very low. Second, there is negligible force of attraction between the molecules of a gas, so they are free to move in the entire space available to them, means there is negligible force of attraction and they are free to move in any direction in the space available to them. Third one is the molecules of a gas move much faster than they move in liquids and therefore they are in fact in a state of incessant random motion, moving in all possible directions at all possible speed. Okay, means they are free to move in any direction in the space available to them. Okay, and at all possible speeds. Now you can see here the table that distinguishing properties of solid, liquid and gases. You have to read this table. Okay, as I already told you that 50% of the questions in your unit test will be from inside the lesson and 50% from the exercise part. You have to read the lesson properly. Okay, so this is all for today. Thank you.